Although he didn't score, this evening was all about Tirasin Danya or Mui, our player of the season and our player of the last 5 seasons since he, like Cohen, came from Raj Prachar. The news broke during the game that he will be leaving us this season and going on to Atletico Madrid, which is a wonderful opportunity for him and for Thai football, but it also leaves us very sad to see such a wonderful talent leave the SCG stadium. The two teams lined up with an extra player there, with René Desire in the team photo, and you may have heard that the TOT coach for the last 10 minutes against Buriram allowed himself to come on at the ripe old age of 51. All the fans were determined to show off their support for the team and to finish the season on a very positive note, and also excellent away support for China. They had 17 coach loads full of fans, virtually every single one in the now famous pink shirts. Muntong started off brightly, beautiful through ball by Mario, and there was the man with 17 letters to his surname, the Swiss-born Thai Laotian Saizen Sorinthon. You may have remembered him from Buriram United. He started off brightly, scored that nice goal, beautifully set up of course by Mario, but he did fade rather, possibly because he's had so little match practice and he was substituted later in the game. But a bright start from Muntong, but Chainat came here to ruin the party, and they played very well, it has to be said. They were harrying and they were hustling throughout the game. They've got a good physicality about them, Chainat, and certainly with such a good coach, of course, with Surachai, the coach of them and also the coach of the national team, certainly for the moment of the national team, although I hear that could be a temporary arrangement. China have got a good backroom staff, and of course the goalkeeping coach that we used to have, Milan Devic. But they were equal soon after with the first goal for Puadon on 40 minutes, which, to be honest, it did look offside throughout his run, but he did well to fend off Danio and put it in the net away from Campo. And then the biggest cheer of the evening as the man of the evening came on, Mui came on. But soon after that, on 70 minutes, a real rasping goal, the second goal by Puadon, and no one's going to save a shot like that. He really did hit it harder than you'd ever expect. But the fighting qualities of Muntong were there for all to be seen. Mario, on his unfavoured right foot, gets it across to Danio, calmly controls it and slams it into the net on 86 minutes to make sure that René Desire finishes the season undefeated in the league and only one defeat, and of course that was the heartbreaking semi-final defeat to Buriram in the cup. So a 2-2 draw. They'll be pleased with that. Again, China really did have a fight and a spirit about them, and they will probably feel a little disappointed that they didn't win, because certainly when I was talking to Surachai before the game, he wanted this game to be a marker for next season, to make sure they started next season in a very positive frame of mind. But the Muntong fans were very happy. They then had a party afterwards to celebrate all the great memories, and in front of the players they sang their traditional song, making sure that everyone was aware they want that trophy back, they want to be champions next year. But there will be a lot of changes at SCG Muntong United over the next few weeks. Danio and all the other players hopefully will stay, but Mui won't be. And he said to the fans how much he's enjoyed his time here at Muntong and how much he'll miss them when he goes to Spain. So we wish him every success. He really is a rare talent, one of those players that buys time. He never seems to have the space, but he finds the space where he shouldn't. And I hope that with the extra physicality that he'll need in Spain, he'll be able to be a great advert for Thai football and hopefully be an ambassador for future players going over to Spain and the major leagues in Europe. The fans then had a chance to mob their idols. In the middle there, Mario's getting plenty of attention. They're all very good-hearted, and all the fans were determined to say their goodbyes to some of the players and also to say their thank yous to others. And Mui is ushered through by the security into the safety of the stadium, where there were thousands and thousands of fans outside wanting autographs and just to say thank you to the players and the staff for what has been a good season. Frustrating in parts, but still a very enjoyable season, and we look ahead to next season to try to get that trophy back.